Breaking news from overseas this morning. Egyptian forensic officials now say human remains retrieved from the crash site of Egyptair Flight 804 have all been so small it indicates an explosion may have brought down the plane. All 66 people on board were killed when that jetliner crashed into the Mediterranean last Thursday. And in just a few minutes, find out why search crews say it's now vital that the plane's data recorders be discovered and quickly.
Wow.
All right, breaking news here at home as well in the mid-state. A young man is hospitalized after being shot multiple times overnight.
News Channel 5's Matthew Torres has been speaking to police this morning, and they are looking for several people involved in this, right, Matthew?
They say they are searching for 4 gunmen who really opened fire on this 26-year-old guy in the back multiple times. He is now at Vanderbilt Medical Center. At last check, he was in surgery and was listed in critical condition. But we are outside of CubeSmart self-storage here on Murfreesboro Pike, where around 2:30 this morning, Metro Police say that the victim was in his storage unit here when the guys opened fire on him. Now, luckily, though, this guy had enough energy, I'm sure, stumbled in his car to drive himself further down Murfreesboro Pike to Hobson Pike, there at the Shell gas station, parked in the parking lot and called 911. Medics arrived immediately, rushed him to the hospital, again, with such terrible condition. I did reach out to Metro Police as far as the latest on his condition, so hopefully we'll hear back from them. But this scene got so chaotic, the victim could not get a good description of their faces. Even though there are surveillance cameras right here at the storage business, they could not get a good look at their faces either. So if anyone has information that could really help them navigate who these gunmen are, call Crime Stoppers. That number is 615-74-CRIME. We are live in Antioch this morning. I'm Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Matthew. Also breaking this morning, burglars strike a Music City staple, breaking into the Gibson guitar shop. Our Alexander Cohen is over on Elm Hill Pike where it all happened. So, Alexander, do we know, what these guys got away with?
Amy, we really don't at this point. The mobile crime scene unit got on scene about 30 minutes ago, and the company, they're collecting inventory to figure out what is missing, if anything. And this all started around 5 this morning when a security guard actually called police because he saw that a window was smashed. When I got on scene, canine officers were searching the grounds to see if any suspects were still on the property, and they came up with nothing. Police tell me they aren't sure how many guitars or what type of equipment was taken at this time. This is the custom Gibson guitar shop where electric guitars are made to order. The company, again, is collecting inventory at the Elm Hill Pike location. I have left one voicemail on the 1-800 number for Gibson to try to figure out more information. However, no one has gone back to me, and the security guard obviously asked us to stay off the property. But as soon as we get any updates from police or Gibson, we'll make sure that we update you. Reporting live, Alexander Cohen, News Channel 5.
All right, Alexandra, thanks for the update on that. Happening right now, 2 senior citizens still missing from Rutherford County. James Brassfield would be 80 years old today. He and his wife, Betty, left their home in Smyrna yesterday. They were going to a hair appointment. The problem is they never made it home. Authorities tell us they were in a 2009 Ford Ranger. Tag number is T as in Tom, 3673, K as in Katie. If you have any idea where the Brassfields are, contact the Sheriff's Department. Again, James is 80 years old today. Call the Sheriff's Department, 615-898-7770. Hope they are found safe and sound very soon. 2 people are dead, several more in the hospital following a horrible crash over in Putnam County yesterday, and they still don't know why it happened. THP says 21-year-old Joshua Burkett was traveling along Hillham Road southbound. For some reason, he crossed the center line and crashed head-on into a Chevy Impala. Burkett was not wearing a seatbelt. He died there on the scene, and so did a passenger in the Impala, 66-year-old Kathleen Maynard. 4 other people were hurt, including 2 kids. Right now, alcohol and drugs are not likely to blame. Again, they don't know why he crossed the center line.
A man wanted for murder is finally behind bars after police tracked him to a hotel in Murfreesboro. Carlos Branch, pictured there, was wanted in connection with the shooting death of Ronnie Fox. And here's some video from the crime scene at James Casey Homes last week. Metro Police tell us the shooting happened outside an apartment and that Fox's 3-year-old child was nearby at the time.
New information now after 2 babies are left in a hot car. 2 people facing child endangerment charges. Joana Alonso and Juan Garcia Perez were cited for leaving the kids inside the car outside of the Cash America pawn shop along Nolensville Pike yesterday. Those kids were left alone for about 20 minutes in 85-degree weather, but it's a whole lot hotter in the car. DCS has now been notified. Amy?
All right, check out this brazen thief who targeted a car parked at the downtown Marriott. The suspect snatched luggage that contained clothing, jewelry, and a computer, then used the victim's credit card at a local Walmart. And surveillance cameras caught it on tape. If you know who this is, call Crime Stopper 615-74-CRIME.
Caught one half of the suspected robbery duo now after allegedly holding up a cabbie at gunpoint downtown. Police in Georgia arresting the guy here, Russell Hilscher, yesterday. We're told that someone recognized him from these pictures that we showed you last week, and they called the cops. They tracked him to his parents' house down in Georgia. No word yet about that woman you see right there who was with him during the cab driver robbery. Police tell us that Hilscher pulled a gun on the cabbie, made off with his money and keys. They're still trying to find that woman and identify her. Amy?
Developing news here. Mental health officials are working to decide if this kidnapping suspect is equipped to stand trial or not. At Gary Simpson's first hearing in Hawkins County, he told the judge he didn't understand why he was being charged with kidnapping his 9-year-old niece, Carly Trent. Yesterday, that judge ordered a mental evaluation for the 68-year-old.
Well, it would have to be pretty substantial for him to not know exactly what was going on. But if that is the case, then the proceedings would take a different turn, and they'd be more focused on mental health and treatment and rehabilitation than there would be from a punitive aspect.
Simpson was arrested after 8 days on the run with Carly. Of course, it was a national story. We'll know more when Simpson heads back to court, and that's in July.